Welcome back. Massive news just dropped in LEGO Fortnite as in less than 5 days, superhero classes are finally coming to LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. There's a huge new announcement from the LEGO Fortnite team that we're going to be going through in today's video, but if you're new, go ahead and subscribe for all things LEGO Fortnite as we are about to get some of the craziest updates that we have seen in a long time to this game, and you don't want to miss any of it. As we probably all know by now, LEGO Fortnite Expeditions launched about 3 months ago, and while it was cool when it came out, it hasn't seen an update for a minute, and it feels like it's basically gone ignored and unsupported, but it now all makes sense because as you can see from this blog post, they're merging LEGO Fortnite Expeditions with Odyssey by bringing hero classes to Odyssey. What they say here is that on November 1st, they're merging LEGO Fortnite Expeditions with Odyssey by bringing hero classes to Odyssey. The merger basically focuses on the development of Odyssey and Brick Life while ignoring Expeditions moving forward, which, let's be honest, I don't think many people are playing Expeditions nowadays, but it was fun when it came out, and I'm super excited to see these hero classes come to life in Odyssey. But next, they say while you finish up your mission, Expeditions hero classes will come early to Odyssey on October 9th in the form of hero weapons and ability equipment. Craft these to use in your worlds. And what you're seeing on screen here is the brand new Potion Cauldron Station. Much like the crafting bench, the lumber mill, the rune forge, anything like that, you're just gonna be able to pop this down in your world as long as you have the right resources for it. The station looks really cool, and basically what they say about it is that hunger will no longer slow you down after the most recent update, so you can focus on fighting bad guys and building villages. Instead, food items will now offer powerful buffs, and if you need a health boost, make a potion at the new Potions Cauldron Station. And lastly, they say as a thank you for training in Expeditions, you'll receive a Mass Maker decor bundle as a gift on November 1st. Now guys, that's literally the entire article, and there are more updates that I'm going to talk about in today's video, but before we do, let's talk about what this really means for LEGO Fortnite. And first off, the obvious, LEGO Fortnite Expeditions is no longer going to receive support, and it's actually the opposite. They're completely canceling this game, and it's interesting because I don't think they had that in mind when they launched the game. I think it was kind of up in the air, and it depended on how the community reacted to it. And let's be honest, I was obviously really enjoying the game when it came out. I posted it quite a bit, and the combat aspect of it was really fun. And because of that, I am really hopeful for the future of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey because them bringing some of the most fun combat aspects from another game directly into our survival game is exciting. I am a little bit confused as to how these powers are going to translate over because I do feel like it kind of steps on the toes of some of the things that already exist in Odyssey. For example, the grappler. The grappler, as we know it, is something that you can craft at the crafting bench, and it has 30 shots before it disappears forever. And as a lot of you probably know from Expeditions, we have a class called the Hunter, and if you don't know, he actually has an unlimited / infinite grappler that you can kind of just shoot forever. That right there is an example of how this game is probably going to change forever. Either way though, regardless of whether you choose Hunter, Shadowcaller, or Rift Ripper, it's going to completely change gameplay in a positive way in my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion, but I really do feel like we've been needing a respark and something to completely shift the way that the game plays. I will talk a little bit more about the survival aspect of things because this has huge implications on that as well. But yeah, in general, I do think that this new update is going to give this game some much needed life. Let's now talk about the survival aspect of things because obviously we do have this new Potions Cauldron Station, and it was subtly mentioned, but essentially they are completely changing the hunger and the way that that works. Now these changes are actually somewhat similar to what I mentioned in my LEGO Fortnite Let's Talk video that I uploaded recently. To be honest with you, again, this has huge implications on the future of this game because it's basically going to take away the entire survival aspect from food. And they're essentially saying, hey, the hunger bar really doesn't matter anymore, guys. Use food in order to buff yourselves. And that's an interesting approach. On one hand, I do think it's going to make the game a lot more fast-paced and play a lot quicker to focus more on the combat aspects, but they're definitely moving away from the true survival feel of Odyssey. And I think we'll have to wait until we jump in, as only time will really be able to tell whether this change is good or not. But yeah, guys, LEGO Fortnite Odyssey is officially and finally getting hero classes. It seems like it's been a long time in the making since they first teased this, but it's super exciting that it's finally coming. So drop a like and subscribe to the channel as I got you guys covered with all of the content as soon as it drops in game. But anyway, that's all stuff that's coming to the game. What's already in the game is what you're seeing right here, and this is the brand new Daft Punk pyramid. So we can sort to filter by it, and as you can see, there's going to be a ton of building pieces that we'll get as part of this brand new set that has just hit the item shop. And if you guys do plan on purchasing it when it hits the item shop, again, feel free to use code Kaz. But from the exterior, you can see that this looks absolutely incredible for a lot of reasons. But for one, it incorporates a ton of brand new shapes and building elements that have not yet been previously accessible inside of Odyssey. When it comes to using advanced building techniques like upside down and sideways builds, I'm sure the community will go absolutely insane when it comes to these pieces. But walking into this preset build, you can see that there is an entire dance floor, and holy cow, this place literally looks like a nightclub. At night, these floor pieces also feel like they illuminate a bit, so it's super interesting that we get all of these brand new unique pieces with the new Daft Punk collaboration. Then up on the second floor, we have an entire balcony area as well, and yeah, this just feels like a nightclub. It's super fun, introduces a lot of color color and new shape variety. And then interesting enough, you can actually exit through these little pyramid pieces. So maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to build some labyrinths and things like that. I don't know. There's a lot of potential here in my opinion, but super cool build nonetheless. Be sure to get your hands on it next time it hopefully comes back to the item shop. But the fun doesn't even end there, because there is a brand new gallery slash set already added to the game if you log in right now. And this one is super interesting. So if we go over to building parts and filter by the brand new generic tab, you'll see that they added a ton of vanilla builds for us to add into our worlds for completely free. You don't have to spend V-Bucks to get these. You don't even have to purchase them from the item shop. They'll just be in game as you load in. Now I went ahead and placed everything down for you so you can see it all. And there's honestly not too much. If we go through the tabs, you'll see that there's quite a bit of floors and then there's quite a bit of walls. But other than that, there's just a few stair pieces, there's a few fences, and that's about it. If we go over to furniture and decorations and click through, you'll see that there's absolutely nothing to be placed down from the brand new gallery. But since it is generic, it makes sense that it really is only the key foundation pieces. So walls, floors, stairs, and fences. Aesthetically, they aren't anything to write home about. They're nothing too crazy, but it is nice that we have some more free pieces being added to the game. Of course, you can upgrade your villages in all three biomes in order to get some other free build kits like the Pleasant Park one. Which other ones do we got? Starter Shack, I think you can get by upgrading Majestic Manor, the Shogun Palace, and the Log Cabin. So yeah, you get quite a few sets by progressing, but this generic one should just be in the game when you load in, even if it's for the first time. The floors look pretty average, so do the walls, but these fence pieces are nice. We got some nice white picket fences now, and they also come with this nice little double door. I love this little hinge gate. I actually think this will be pretty useful in build, so that's a nice one to see. Along with that, these stair pieces are very, very nice, because if you didn't already know, there's a few random staircases in the game that do this little spiraling effect, but they all turn in the same direction. So I'm almost positive that this build right here is the first staircase build to actually be able to turn in the opposite direction. That kind of helps fill the gap of things that we were missing in the game in terms of builds. So yeah, W LEGO Fortnite for addressing an issue that really wasn't even an issue, because I don't think anyone was complaining about not having the staircase. But hey, it's nice that we finally have that along with some of these other pieces. This white floor is actually pretty nice as well. And then that's about it. You're seeing all of the builds right here in front of us, but this basically encompasses everything in the brand new generic tab that you'll see when you load into game. And since we're talking about updates, the last thing I want to update you guys on is my brand new game that I just released called Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Of course, it's a Lego game and you can play it right now with the top link in the description. As you guys know, I link all of my maps in the description of every single video. But if you haven't seen it already, it's an endless quiz map where you can run around, you can answer tons of questions, as well as get a grade from the live grading system that is active as you play through the map. Along with that, there's voiceovers from me. There's some fun obby elements as well as some fun little hidden Easter eggs. So go ahead and check that one out. Check out the obby and check out the other maps that I'm planning on releasing here very soon. I'm so excited for the end of the year for LEGO Fortnite Odyssey for all the reasons that I already mentioned in today's video, as well as some upcoming plans I have for future releases with maps. So yeah, guys, as LEGO Fortnite fans, I think we're officially back. So make sure you're subscribed for all of the latest as we continue to get new updates come the end of the year. But if you watched all the way until the end and you found this video helpful, be sure to slap a like on it before you leave and stay tuned to the channel as there's going to be a lot more LEGO Fortnite content to come.